Doug, Commish, Week 10. Burtucky, nappy-headed foe. Burtucky in the pretty good spot right now, 6-3, but he still needs to be winning some games to assure a playoff spot. Nappy-headed foe, just like the rest of the Shula division, really needs to get to the top in order to get a playoff spot. Anyway, Burtucky's going to roll with Matt Castle against Oakland. Now, he did have Sanchez. Obviously, Matt Schaub is not playing, but he did have Sanchez in his lineup. What do you think the reasoning is behind changing it all of a sudden and going with Castle against Oakland?
Yeah, I believe that he made a couple phone calls to some trusted people, and maybe got some advice that Castle is starting to get his groove on with Long, the new wide receiver, maybe some Chambers, and that Boner you picked up, the tight end that doesn't score any points.
Yes, Sean Ryan. Yes.
He might start catching something. So Sanchez has struggled.
Did you call him? Never mind.
Sanchez has struggled as of late, and I know he's got that whole week before BS, but he's still struggled.
Okay. I'm going to be interested to see what happens here at the end of the week. See, Sanchez has better stats than Castle. But Tony Romo against Green Bay. Green Bay has looked awful recently. And Tony Romo did okay last week. Didn't really do anything to really hurt too bad.
It was fantastic for him at primetime.
Yep.
I mean, that was almost like 5 touchdowns.
Green Bay gives up a lot of touchdowns.
We've covered that already.
Okay.
We all get it.
So who are you picking here?
Mercy. I'm going Romo.
Okay.
You have to, because Green Bay is slacking a little right now.
All right. The running backs, Marion Barber against Green Bay and Cadillac Williams against Miami. It seems to me that he's really struggling for that second running back. Nappy-headed foe is. Really trying to find a guy that would just really fit his team's mold. Let me ask you a question. Would there be any chance that he would run 4 wide this week?
I'm sure he's throwing it around. But this could be, as I think about it, Douglas, this could be one of the teams or the team that would be interested in Mr. Forte. It would make perfect sense. They're not going to play each other again.
Yeah.
And this could actually help the Roper if he would trade Forte to the Nappy to help Nappy defeat the Burtucky, whom, the shaft trade.
So you're thinking
crackback.
So you're thinking that this trade could happen as early as tomorrow or tonight, anything like that?
I wouldn't be surprised to have my phone ring this evening looking for an approval on a trade.
Wow. Well,
it would make perfect sense, Dougie.
Yeah. Well, then you got on the other side of things, you've got Fargus against Kansas City and Michael Turner against Carolina. Michael Turner's starting to really turn it on. And you and I have discussed before, what a good trade for Jake. It seems like it really has benefited him. And his team's really turned around since Michael Turner's
5 in a row.
Yeah.
And if White Trash continues to win at the pace that he's winning at now, that could be the move of the year. White Trash was averaging 80 points a game. Then he picks up Turner. And since he's picked up the Turner, he's averaging almost 98 points a game.
Yeah.
What a turnaround for the White Trash.
Yeah, good move. And out of these matchups, I think I'm going to go with... this is a tough one.
It is, because both of them have an all-star, and then both of them have a dirt.
Yeah. I'm going to go wash on this one. I'm not gutsy enough to pick one.
I'm going to go Burtucky, unless the trade goes down that makes absolute perfect sense for everyone involved besides Burtucky. It makes perfect sense. If it goes down, I'm going to switch my check mark to Jimmy the Greek style over to the Nappy if that trade goes down.
And we're giving a salute.
A salute
to Jimmy the Greek.
To the Greek.
Anyway, Vincent Jackson and Deshaun Jackson, Hushman Zada, Reggie Wayne, Coles, and Jennings. He had Berrien in that lineup earlier today. Is there any idea why he took him out?
Must be a practice thing. Must be something that we're not seeing that is happening inside the Nappy, because everything points to Berrien playing against the Loins as when we witnessed the game. Favre just didn't throw it very much.
Yeah.
And Berrien was stopped at the 1-yard line, which would have helped his points out significantly. I would go Berrien, but Coles is, starting to get a little bit, some spark.
Yeah.
With Palmer.
Go to the other side of things. You and I had that Hushman-Zada Burleson bet. You're up 2 points right now for those of you who even care.
Of course,
9-7 last week, I believe, is what the totals were. So I think it's going to be interesting as we bring this down to the wire. But anyway, who do you like in the wide receivers?
I like the Burtucky. The big play capability with Deshaun Jackson. Mm-hmm. Is he a keeper?
Not when you have Michael Turner. He's not.
Man, is he?
I know you love him.
Fantastic.
But I think with Michael Turner, I just think it'd be stupid to keep Deshaun Jackson.
I'm with you just because I have the love for the RBs. Yeah. But man, he is awesome this year.
Yeah. Greg Olsen coming off of a 3-touchdown performance, going up against San Francisco. San Francisco, not too great. They don't give up too many numbers. But again, on a Thursday night matchup, the offenses have a little bit more, or the defenses don't have much time to prepare.
Right.
Jeremy Shockey versus St. Louis, though, that's a good matchup. I'm going to go with Shockey in this one.
I'm going to go Olsen because I think the Bears, as their defense is just Detroit Lion-like as of late. I think they're going to be behind a lot as they can't stop the run.
Okay.
I look for the Cutler and Mr. Olsen to have some spark in their game.
Now Nappy's picking Oakland, or he picked up the Chiefs against Oakland for a defense. Isn't that a little risky? I mean, this is a must-win for him.
It is.
Don't you go with? I know obviously you can't play the Patriots against Indianapolis. I think that's a risky move too. But is there anybody else in the waiver wire that you might be able to claim? This is a pretty risky call.
It is, Dougie, and I would look for the Nappy to have put a claim in on the Seahawks as Toilet Ring recently dropped the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I questioned that move. I called him to make sure that he didn't hit the wrong button, and he didn't. He meant to drop them, as they've got a good schedule ahead of them coming down the stretch. Look for the Nappy to put a claim in on the Seahawk and drop the Chefs.
Okay. Bengals at Pittsburgh. Bengals doing pretty well as far as the defense goes. Now he doesn't have a kicker. Is this classic Blakey management, or what is this?
It's looking that way. He might not even realize that he doesn't have a kicker. So this video alone could help propel him to victory.
You need a kicker.
K. It's the K. Slot.
All right. Anyway, who do you got?
I'm going to stick with my Lombardi boys, and I'm going to go Burtucky in a very close matchup within 10. I look both teams to be in the upper 80s.
Okay. I, too, will be picking the Burtucky.
That didn't make any freaking sense. If he wins by 10, they can't both be in the upper 80s. That didn't make any sense.
That's fine.
So I'm rolling upper 80s to around low 80s, Burtucky.
Okay, Burtucky as well. We'll be right back.